Hello everybody. This video is recorded without any sort of script, any sort of planning. I'm just going to wing it and hope that I can edit it into something more watchable. Also, in this video, I'm not going to make any music, so if you're not interested at all in what's going to happen on this channel in 2026, then feel free to skip this video. So, probably three of you noticed that I haven't uploaded anything for the past 20 something days, and that I also didn't upload anything for January this year. And as many reasons as there are for why that happened the way it happened, the most prominent reason for it is that on the tail end of 2025, I got diagnosed with a neurological condition that affects basically everything about me and my life. So the way I take in information, the way I process information, my communication style, my patterns of behavior, my habits, my energy levels, everything. And that condition is called autism spectrum disorder, or ASD for short. And I bet there's at least one person in the comment section right now that points at the screen and is like, yeah, I knew it. But, but that's besides the point. I'm considering at some point recording a video going more in depth of how this affects me as a person, as a musician, as an artist, as a guy on YouTube, and everything in between. But for now, all I wanted to say is basically that I function very differently from the average regular person. So a lot of the solutions to my problems were not really meant for me in the general sense. Whenever I'm researching how to deal with being exhausted or how to deal with uh, lack of motivation or drive or losing my passion, all of those things are geared more towards the average person, while for me, I need a completely different set of tools. So the way it affects this channel and in extension, how it affects me is that I've boxed myself into a schedule of uploads, and the only way I was able to stay on top of that schedule was to work in a very unhealthy and unproductive way. I came into the studio, produced as many videos as I possibly could, and then I spent a lot of energy on it, and I was able to keep the upload schedule for like 15 weeks or something, right? But it was requiring so much energy from me that after being done with those videos, I wasn't really excited about making music and working on albums and songs and EPs and stuff like that. And for the past few years, I've been stuck in the things that I would like to do, what I would want to do. But I felt like just the upload schedule and the YouTube format is keeping me from doing what I actually want to do. So my goal for 2026 would be to learn how to operate differently in the YouTube sphere in a more sustainable way and in a way that's more enjoyable for me. And the way that I would like to accomplish that is first and foremost, ditch the schedule. I will no longer force myself to post a specific amount of videos in a specific amount of time because it's just very unhealthy for me. And the more I learn about autism and how it affects my life, I'm learning that I cannot do those things and expect to function normally, properly, to be healthy and happy and not burnt out, not depressed, not constantly tired. I realize that I have to take better care of myself. And getting rid of the schedule will give me the freedom to make the videos that I would like to make, but they will take more time. And of course, I will still make jams and studio sessions because those things will probably become more fun over time as I will not be bound to a schedule. I would also like to create more educational material, for example, on working within the AWs, generating ideas, staying inspired, turning simple ideas into more complex songs, and all that sort of stuff. Because of me making that switch on YouTube, I will also switch how the Patreon works and Currently, I will treat it as a tip jar that you just contribute to each month because promising you sample packs is also very taxing for me. The way I generally created sample packs was that I made a lot of music and then I just took bits and pieces and small little chunks of music that I've already made and compiled it into sample packs. But since I started the Patreon page and the whole YouTube optimization game and trying to play by the rules and whatnot, I realized that I cannot really sit down and sound design for hours and enjoy it. And I decided to just ditch that whole idea. Whenever I will have a sample pack, because I made a lot of music, I will post it on Patreon. So yeah, my plan for 2026 is ditch the schedule, ditch the expectations on Patreon, make videos that I consider more fun, whatever is fun, whether it's a jam studio session, something educational, or just me slapping together how I worked on one song. So yeah, I hope that this video was watchable. I'm not sure if I mentioned everything that I wanted to mention, but hey, those are the risks of going into it without a script or an idea. So yeah, I hope that you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Take care.